to my channel. So today we're going to do misconceptions, 5 misconceptions of my disability, which is TAR syndrome. So to kick things off, the first misconception is people think that I have thalidomide, and I saw a lot of those comments on one of my TikTok videos that I did, so I thought I would clear it up. So when to have thalidomide, yes, I do look very similar to thalidomide, but it is actually TAR syndrome, which is what my disability is, and it is thrombocytopenia absent radii syndrome, and you can't get thalidomide anymore. Like, it was, for those that don't know, it was a when people, like mums, would get nauseous during pregnancy, they would take, like back years ago, you have to be above 40 now, and they were given a morning sickness tablet, and it caused birth defects in unborn babies. And so that, it was like a whole all over the news thing. It was like huge, wild, and they stopped it straight away. And you can't have thalidomide anymore. It is not a genetic thing where TAR syndrome is genetic. It's not that. Plus, I've had genetic testing that I wanted to get, and that told me that I had TAR syndrome as well, even though we already knew it. So that is the first misconception. The second misconception is just because I can move my legs and I push my manual wheelchair with my legs, that does not mean that you can automatically walk. I cannot walk. I did used to walk until I was 11. However, I cannot walk anymore. The exact precise reason, I don't want to say is unknown, but there are lots of people with TAR syndrome who are walking, although there are also lots of people with TAR syndrome who are not walking. And I know that the shorter your arms are, the more bowed your legs are, therefore it is a lot harder to walk. For me, it's not necessarily even a weight thing, because I was 11 and very skinny and sick at 11. So I feel like, for one doctor, he said that it was arthritis, but another doctor said that it couldn't be, but because the bones don't rub together. So I have a floating ball, like a knee ball, and then I have a line for a bone for the socket. I do not have a knee socket, and I don't have a knee joint. So there are literally just a ball and a little bit of bone floating around in my knee, and that is what I have for a knee. So, but I have all the muscles and all the tendons and everything. I'm not paralyzed, so I am able to move my legs, and I just can't put weight on my legs. There's not enough bone structure to. The assumption is that I need help with all my personal care and all the time 24/7 care, and that I'm not independent. And this is simply not true. Yes, I have support workers 3 days a week one week and 4 days a week another week, but that is to get out about in the community, to practice my manual wheelchair skills. I do have some mental health things going on, so they're actual mental health support workers, and they still help me in the community and help me get my chair skills up. But I do all my personal care. I wash my hair. I do all my personal care. I wash my hair. I can get dressed by myself. I can transfer by myself. I can get in and out of bed by myself. We have all adaptable in my home, so I can do that. I do everything with my legs, except I eat with my hands, and I hold my phone with my hands, and I do my makeup. That's about it. Everything else I do with my legs. So yeah, I'm very independent. Another misconception that people have about me and my disability is that I don't know if it's much of a misconception, or that it's just, I don't know, they just don't understand, is that why I use a manual wheelchair. So I have an electric wheelchair, People are wondering why don't I use the electric wheelchair more, or why don't I have an electric wheelchair. So I do have an electric wheelchair. I use it about probably like 85 to 90% of the time, but I do have a manual wheelchair that I just got, and I love it so much, and I feel so much more independent in my manual wheelchair. But I do use it. I go to the local coffee shop by myself and I can get in and out of my apartment. I use the manual wheelchair in my home, and I use it with support workers. Now, the reason why I have a manual wheelchair, there are many reasons, but one of the main reasons is because electric wheelchairs are so heavy and they're so big and they don't fold up. Like, you cannot, unless it's a modified car with ramps that I don't have. We don't have one of them. And we can't just get one like that from the NDIS because I'm over 18. So unless I was to drive it, which I would have to pay for the car, or the van, it would have to be a van. So I would have to pay for the van, and then NDIS would modify it. I don't have 50 grand up my sleeve just to buy a van. Like, I don't have that money. And also, I don't know if that's for me, specifically for my case at the moment, and with other things I have going on in my vision and all those things, I don't know if it would be that safe for me to drive. It is something look, it's on my vision board, it's something I would love to have, but I also don't have parking at my home. So I don't know, it's not something for me, and I don't think I don't have 50 grand to spend on a van. So that is why I don't drive and I don't have a car, and therefore when I go in support workers' cars, they bring their car, which obviously isn't modified, because I'm not with a disability support worker company. I'm with a mental health support worker company. They're great, we love them, they're amazing, but yeah, it's just normal cars. So this wheelchair can fold up, the wheels can come off, and it can go up and down steps. So if I want to go to the beach, we can carry it onto the beach and I can like crawl down the stairs. Like, if we want to go on overnight holiday stays, like, we can go to most places and do most things because we don't have to be worried. Obviously we ask for the accessible room and we don't want there to be stairs, but if we get there and there is a step, it's not the end of the world because I can just bum up it and crawl up it. You know, like, it's not like I'm willingly wanting to go down a lot of stairs, but if there are stairs, it's not the end of the world. With an electric wheelchair, that it is the end of the world. Kind of, that sounds a bit dramatic, but like, we wouldn't be able to go there. And so, as well as it helps with my fitness, it helps with my legs to keep them strong. Like, if I sit, like, let's be real, if I sit in an electric chair all day and I'm just eating, like, I'm gonna gain weight. So it helps with my weight as well. It helps with my mental health so much because I'm doing cardio, pushing around all day. So there's just so many benefits to it, and I do want to get a lot stronger with my manual wheelchair. I only just got it, so I'm hoping, well, I'm sure I'll get a lot stronger as time goes on. So another misconception that a lot of people have is that I have a crappy life, or that people feel bad for me or they want to pray for me because of my disability, and that is not true. Like, if anything, it's a cycle, but if anything, probably my mental health is more debilitating than having a disability. And so I think that I have a really good life, I have a great life, I am very lucky, and even though I look severely disabled, I am very independent. I've can do a lot for myself. I can get to a lot of places with both wheelchairs, and yeah, I have a great life, and I think that's something that's very much a misconception. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!